Okay, we are here for our final meet of the day, the Dwyer division. This is the third of three meets today. And we have the 3,000 meter run on the track. We have 9 runners here. Mia Barnes of Lincoln School, Megan Zittman of Barrington, Haley Allen of Burrville, Carmen Goff of South Kingstown, Kaylee Kennedy of Westerly, Mav Murphy of Barrington, Abigail Dorr of South Kingstown, Tosca Baracco of Barrington, and Cora Hay of Exeter West Greenwich. And that's Barrington's Megan Zitzman leading the way right now early in this race. This is the 200 meter mark, about 42 seconds, 15 laps, the 3,000 meter run, just one heat.
First call 1,500 meter champion, first call 1,500 meters.
And that's Burrville's Haley Allen leading. Megan Zitzman of Barrington and Mia Barnes of the Lincoln School right behind early in this race. Mia coming in with the top seed, and she's only a freshman, 11:25.85. But that's Haley Allen up there in front, but right behind Megan Zitzman and Mia Barnes of Barris. So just to let you know, you are watching all these races, this live feed on our YouTube page. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube page. It is free. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we'll be able to also have the weight events on our live feed instead of going to the Bay State running website. We still got it here. We still got it on the site, but to get it onto our Ocean State YouTube page, we'll need some subscribers, and it's free. Just like this live feed. It's Megan Zitzman in the lead, right behind Mia Barris of the Lincoln School. They are starting to break away, so they hold our 1-2 positions. So Megan Zitzman and Mia Barris in those 1-2 positions right now here in the 3,000 meter run. So 1,200 meters in the books. So Megan Zitzman and Mia Barris far ahead of the field in the first event of the Dwyer division, the 3,000 meter run. Mia holding a seed time of 11:25, 11:29 for Megan. So our number 1 and our number 2 seed up front. So as I announced earlier in the day, earlier this week, classical coach Bob Palazzo earning the National Coach of the Year. A huge honor for Bob and a well-deserved honor. Bob has been around for 30 years coaching track and field for Classical High, multiple All-Staters, multiple All-Americans, and 3 Olympic trials qualifiers in his tenure. And also, we're going to add a few team titles into that, too. So, well-deserved honor for Classical's Bob Palazzo. National Coach of the Year. And yesterday, if you haven't heard, Sophia Goriaran of Moses Brown running a national sophomore 600-meter record of 127.02 to win the 757 showdown in Virginia over Rosine Willis, another high school standout, a junior from Wisconsin. An exciting race with Sophia just got by Rosine with about 20 meters to go to win the race. Rosine diving across the line to try to get Sophia. But Sophia running the second all-time best for 600 meters and currently the number 1 time in the country right now, 127.02. This coming Sunday, next Sunday actually, she'll be at the American Track League meet in Arkansas. She'll be running the 800 meters there. Again, she'll be racing against pros. And this meet will be live on ESPN. And judging by the way Sophia ran on Saturday by running that 127.02 600-meter race, she is definitely on pace to potentially get the Olympic trials qualifier for 800 meters. That is 202.5. Sophia has done 202.97. She is on pace, in my opinion, to at least do 2 minutes 201 on Sunday with the right kind of race. And Sophia, if you see a race, she always comes to race. Rarely has an off day. So we could be seeing an Olympic trials qualifying standard for Sophia Goriaran on Sunday of next week at the American Track League 800-meter race. And again, that's going to be on ESPN. And there you have the long jump and the gun lap of the 3,000. Megan Zitzman and Mia Barris. Megan of Barrington trying to hold on to that lead. Mia Barris right behind. Both runners picking up the pace here on the backstretch. But it looks like Megan has a little more left in the tank to win this race. $11:34.72 for Megan. Mia 11:38.45. So Megan Zitzman, our winner here in the 3,000, leading for most of the way. So Megan Zitzman, our winner from Barrington, 11:34.72. Mia Barris, 11:38.45. Coming in third, Haley Ellen of Barville, who was leading this race at the beginning, 12:43.58. Cora Hay of Exeter West Greenwich, 13:03.30. And Mav Murphy of Barrington, 13:04.02 for fifth. Coming up next, we'll have one heat of the 4x200, Exeter West Greenwich, the Proud School, Westerly, and Barrington in that heat. Okay, that was Westerly at the long jump. And here we have our only heat of the 4x200. Exeter, West Greenwich, the Prout School, Westerly, and Barrington. And that looks like Johnston High School in the long jump. And the first heat and only heat of the 4x200. Exeter, West Greenwich, the Prout School, Westerly, and Barrington. So Barrington and Westerly are top two seeds in this race. Taking those top two positions right now. Westerly looks like they're going to be moving into the lead just barely at the exchange. Westerly owns our top seed in this heat, 157 to 159 for Barrington. And a very strong leg by that third leg. And Westerly holding a strong lead, nearly a quarter of a lap. So Westerly, our winner here in the first heat, looks like right around 157, 156.92 for Westerly, 201.48 for Barrington. The Proud School at 210.52 and 210.55 for Exeter West Greenwich for those final two spots. Okay, next on the track is the 1500. We have two heats. Caitlin Forbert of Westerly, Helen Copel of Barrington, Abigail Noel of South Kingstown, Virginia Sanderson of Barrington, Cora Hay of Exeter West Greenwich, Jane Bryant of Barrington, Grace Ackroyd of South Kingstown, and Ava Grasso of the Prout School. Top seed here is Caitlin Forbert of Westerly. She's in lane number 1. And again, there we have our long jump. Seven and a half laps for this race.
55 hurdles and dash.
And again, we ask that you subscribe to our Ocean State YouTube page. It doesn't cost a cent. We just need that. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to have the weight events on our YouTube page instead of having to go to the Bay State running YouTube page. Right now, I believe we're at about 620, so we need to get at least 360 more, 380 more. So right there in the far right corner, you can see the runners lining up for the 1500. You have the long jump right here, but the 1500 loosening up before the big race. And just a reminder, it's not too late to sign up for our Big Chill Challenge. Big Chill Challenge is our health and fitness event we got going on with Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Connecticut also taking place. Basically, the event requires you to run or walk every day through the month of February, or at least most of February. The more miles an individual or a team accumulates, the top teams win merchandise. It only costs $9, and all the money used helps keep our sites free here in Rhode Island, Massachusetts with Bay State Running, Connecticut with mysportsresults.com, and New Hampshire with New Hampshire Track and Field. Just go to thebigchillchallenge.com. It starts tomorrow, but I heard that registration can take place after that too, but the earlier the better. And our first heat in the 1500 here at the Dwyer division is now underway. 8 people in this heat. Our top seed, Caitlin Forbert of Westerly. And that's Barrington's Virginia Sanderson taking the lead here on the backstretch. Virginia with a 6-minute seed time. So Virginia Sanderson and Caitlin Forbert occupying those top 2 positions. And right there in third, Abigail Noel and Helen Couple of Barrington in fourth. So Virginia Sanderson and Caitlin Forbert about 2:17 after 600 meters. But still at this point, anyone's race. We have 4 in contention here. Virginia Sanderson, Abigail Noel, Helen Koppel, and Caitlin Forbert right there in that lead pack And we are approaching 800 meters. Still anyone's race. About 3:04 after 800 meters. And that's Helen Koppel taking over the lead, with teammate Virginia Sanderson right there in second, Abigail Noel, and Caitlin Forbert. So Helen Koppel and Virginia Sanderson, Barrington teammates, right up there in the top two positions. South Kingstown's Abigail Noel and Caitlin Forbert of Westerly. But the two Barrington teammates pushing the pace up front. So the gun lap, and we have Helen Koppel and Virginia Sanderson in those top two positions, with Koppel leading. Seed time of 5:53.70. She will be well under that time, about 5:45. Officially 5:44.95. Virginia Sanderson 5:45.40, and Abigail Noel 5:51.32. So Barrington teammates Helen Koppel and Virginia Sanderson 1-2. 5:44.95 for Helen and 5:45.40 for Virginia. Okay, we have our second heat coming up. 8 runners scheduled. Erin Hurley of South Kingstown, Kaya West of Westerly, Anna Nyberg of Westerly, Madison Lorello of Westerly, Nicole Dio of Woonsocket, Laurel McMahon of Prout, Sophia Abbott of Prout, and Olivia Johnson of Barrington. Erin Hurley holding our number 1 seed at 5:11, with Kaya West at 5:12.43. And here we have the high jump and the long jump. And if you look behind in the far right corner, there is the 1500, the final heat. And here's a better view. and Erin Hurley. Lane number 1, our top seed. Right there in the mix. Barrington's Olivia Johnson. Kaya West of Westerly. A bunched up pack right at the beginning here. A very bunched up pack of 6 runners. About 42 seconds after 200 meters. And that was South Kingstown in the long jump. So we're approaching 400 meters. About 1:21 on the clock for Kaya West of Westerly, who holds a 2-second lead on Erin Hurley of South Kingstown. So Kaya West and Erin Hurley are top 2 seeds up front. Kaya increasing her lead on this backstretch. So Kaya West, 2:48 after 800 meters. Erin Hurley, 2:56. So Kaya just increasing that lead after each lap. So Kaya West getting it done here. So Kaya West on the gun lap, a convincing lead. Again, her seed time 5:11. It does look like she'll run close to that, if not faster. Kaya West winning the 1500, 5:03.55. Erin Hurley taking second at 5:17.89. So Kaya West looking strong, particularly in the second half of this race, winning the title, 5:03.55. Just a sophomore from Westerly. Okay, next on the track is the 55-meter hurdles. And we have just one heat of the 55-meter hurdles. Scheduled to runner Emily Duraza of South Kingstown, Arsenio Brown of South Kingstown, Chloe Green of South Kingstown, Grace Seal of Barrington, Frances Johnson of Barrington, and Macy Grace Jacob of Exeter West Greenwich. So Chloe Green with our top time in this race. She ran 8.78 last week. And that is the number one time in the state. Actually, she ran 9.42. That is her top seed time, but still the number one runner in the hurdles in the state so far. And there is Chloe Green right there in lane number 4. Looking very strong and winning this heat over her teammate, Arsenio Brown. .90 for Chloe. 9.6 for her teammate Arsenio Brown, and Grace Seal 10.34 from Barrington getting third. Next on the track is the 55-meter dash. We have 3 heats of this. Lily Donegan of the Proud School, Emma Keegan of Westerly, Isabella Powers of the Proud School, Sienna Jimenez of Johnston, Abigail Smith of the Proud School, Emma Baird of the Proud School, and Elisa Lorenzez of South Kingstown. The top seed here, Sienna Jimenez of Johnston. She's run a seed time of 8.42. And there we have the high jump. And a nice jump there. That was quick. So the first heat of our 55-meter dash, Sienna Jimenez, the top seed, only a freshman winning that heat, 8.42. Emma Baird of the Proud School, 8.58. Abigail Smith, 8.67.
First call 300 meters. First call 300-meter check-in.
And next on the track is the second of three heats. Ella Forbert of Westerly, Madison Ludovici of Burville, Zoe Lockwood of South Kingstown, Zainab Abdul of Barrington, Courtney Brady of Barrington, Nina Salino of Westerly, Janelle Fernandez of Johnson, and Ella Squires of South Kingstown. Top seed here is Zainab Abdul, 8.0 seed time. Courtney Brady at 8.03. They're in lanes number 4 and 5. And we are going to have to redo that start. I'm not sure what happened. And it looks like a false start, maybe. Well, it seems like we still have the same runners out there on the line. Actually, we did have a false start. Ella Squires in lane number 8. And our second heat is underway. A very close race here. Courtney Brady of Barrington, 8.15. Zoe Lockwood, 8.21. And Nina Salino, our 1, 2, 3 finishers, 8.24. And there we have the high jump being cleared once again by Johnston. Okay, heat number 3 of 3 heats in the 55-meter dash. Taylor Powell of Johnston, Julia Craig of Exeter West Greenwich, Sophia Ford of Barrington, Diana Toronto of Westerly, Dejanna Lewis of Woonsocket, Tasha Carey of South Kingstown, Chelsea Duncan of Barrington, Angela Lee of Mount Hope. So our third heat in the 55-meter dash. Tasha Carey 7.66, Deanna Toronto of Wesley 7.70, and Dejana Lewis 7.87 from Woonsocket. So next on the track, we'll have the 600 meters. 2 heats there. Sophia Cato of South Kingstown, Ellen Galoob of South Kingstown, Emily DeRaza of South Kingstown, Mia Barris of the Lincoln School, Linda Echeverria of Johnson, and Sophia China of Johnston. All underclassmen, 3 freshmen, 3 sophomores. And again, we have our cameras over there at the high jump.
First call, 1,000 meter check-in.
So the 600-meter run, we have 2 heats, 6 in this heat. Again, Sophia Cato of South Kingstown, Ellen Galoob of South Kingstown, Emily DeRaza of South Kingstown, Mia Barris of the Lincoln School, Linda Echeverria of Johnston and Sophia China of Johnston.
Any coach or anybody can help out. We need help putting the high jump pin away.
Number 1 seed Sophia Cato, a freshman, 156.02 seed time. But so do her teammates, Ellen Galoob and Emily Duraza, all coming in with seed times of 156.02. And there we have it, South Kingstown 1, 2, 3 right here after half a lap. And that's Sophia Cato. And I believe Ellen Galoob actually Emily Duraza right there in the lead, and right behind Sophia Cato of South Kingstown. About 75 seconds at that 400-meter mark for Ellen Duraza, who is increasing her lead here on the backstretch. Right there in third is the Lincoln School. And that's Mia Barrows. So Ellen Duraza, 157.25. Sophia Cato, 159.47. And Mia Barrows of the Lincoln School, 2 minutes, .48. Those are our top 3 finishers in heat number 1 of 2. So heat number 2 on the track right now. Tess Gagliano of Barrington, Lindsay Turgeon of Barrington, Michaela Souza of Westerly, Megan Mancini of the Proud School, Emma Serbett of Mount Hope, Maria Guinness of Barrington, and Haley Bates of South Kingstown. So Tess Gagliano, our number 1 seed, with a seed time of 1:39.49. Last year she was 5th at the indoor state meet and 2nd in the Class B meet. She was 3rd as a sophomore in the 600. And she's in the lead today here in the 600. So Tess Gagliano, Lindsay Turgeon in second, about 36 seconds at 200 meters. And right in third, Megan Mancini, but a big pack right behind her. So with 1 lap remaining, Tess Gagliano hitting that spot about 72 seconds for 400 meters, but holding a lead over teammate Lindsey Turgeon. About a 3-second lead. So Tess Gagliano, our winner here in the 600. Lindsey Turgeon taking second. Tess 148.55. Lindsey Turgeon 150.56. And third, Maria Guinness of Barrington 154.94. So a Barrington sweep of those top 3 positions. And next on the track is 4 heats of the 300. Heat number 1, Guinevere Lucia of South Kingstown, Caroline Fortin of Exeter West Greenwich, Isabel Powers of the Proud School, Emma Beard of the Proud School, and Lily Donegan of the Proud School. 4 freshmen and a sophomore in this race. So heat number 1 on the track. And this is the 300-meter dash. 1.5 laps around the track. So following the 300, we'll have the 1,000, and we'll conclude a long day of track and field with the 4x400. And that's South Kingstown's Guinevere Lucia out there in the lead. And Guinevere winning this race in 54.17. 56.44 for Emma Baird of the Proud School, and Isabella Powers 56.70. And that's a different angle. Looks like a bank track right now. And that's Madison O'Neill, Sydney Ibart, Hannah Resendez, Ella Johnson, and Ella Lamb Forbert. And that's Exeter West Greenwich's Ella Johnson winning that race 49.01. Hannah Resendez of Mount Hope 49.45. Ella Forbert of Westerly 50.58. And as the rest of your finishes, 52.30. Madison O'Neill, Sydney Imhoff 55.94. And next on the track is Heat 3. Riley Rogero of Exeter West Greenwich, Zoe Lockwood of South Kingstown, Madison Ludovici of Burville, Angela Lee of Mount Hope, and Ella Squires of South Kingstown. Our top seed, Angela Lee of Mount Hope, 48.22 seed time. And Angela Lee is not in this race. She had scratched. And that's South Kingstown out in front. South Kingstown taking the top two positions. Ella Squires winning the race, 49.92. Zoe Lockwood, 49.97. And Madison Ludovici of Burville, 52.96. And finally, heat number 4 of 4. Helena DeFonte of Barrington, Danny Hood of Barrington, Taylor Powell of Johnston, Violet Gagliano of Barrington, and Isabella McDonald of South Kingstown in heat number 4, the final heat of the 300. And that's Isabella McDonald of South Kingstown.
Relay teams can send someone down to check in. All relay teams.
She is our top seed.
The next event on the track will be the 1,000.
And she is winning this race, 44.94. Violet Gagliano, 45.94. Danny Hood, 47.72. Taylor Powell, 48.53, and Helena DeFonte, 51.44. So just two more events left in this meet, the 1,000 and the 4x400. We have two heats of the 1,000. Marissa Rayhill of Exeter West Greenwich, Emma Serbit of Mount Hope, Caitlin Forbert of Westerly, Caitlin Fortin of Exeter West Greenwich, Alexa Clegg of South Kingstown, Sam Granville of South Kingstown, Zoe Polick of South Kingstown, Angelina Gomes, Exeter West Greenwich, and Emma Barassa of Mount Hope scheduled to run in this heat. So our first heat of the 1,000 is underway. We have one more heat of this race, and then the 4x400, and that will conclude a long day of track and field here at the PCTA Fieldhouse. We will be back here next week on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's Caitlin Forbes of Exeter West Greenwich and teammate Marissa Rayhill out there in front. So Caitlin Fortin and Marissa Rayhill of Exeter West Greenwich. With Rayhill holding the lead after 400 meters, it looks like about 124 unofficially. And that's Caitlin Fortin in second, and Westerly's Caitlin Forbert in third. So Catherine Fortin right there in second, Caitlin Forbert in third, with Marissa Rayhill a freshman from Exeter West Greenwich, leading the way. About 2:08, 2:09 at 600 meters. So Marissa Rahal leading at the gun lap by a considerable margin. Picking up the pace on this last lap. Marissa Rahal, our winner here, right around 3:35, 3:33.46 officially. Catherine Fortin, also of Exeter West Greenwich, 3:51.45, and Caitlin Forbert of Westerly, 3:52.11, our top three finishers in heat number 1 of 2. And next on the track will be heat number 2 of 2 heats in the 1,000. Kaya West of Westerly, our 1,500 meter champion, in lane number 1. Anna Nyberg of Westerly, lane number 2. Kyle Keogh of Barrington, lane number 3. Nicole Dio of Woonsocket, lane number 4. Riley Curran of Barrington, lane number 5. Louise Chloe Shuttle of Barrington, lane number 6. Madison Laurel of Westerly, lane number 7. Jessica Mastrandria of Prout in lane number 8. And Haley Allen of Burville in lane number 9. So following this will be our 4x400, the final event in this Dwyer division meet and the final event of the afternoon, or shall I say evening. We began with the Headley division, followed by the Bayhay division, and now finishing up with the Dwyer division. And again, we'll be back here next weekend, beginning with the Sullivan division on Friday night. And then the Headley, Dwyer, and Bayhay division girls on Saturday, followed by the Headley, Bayhay, and Dwyer divisions boys on Sunday. So keep an eye on our top seed, Kaya West of Westerly, Just a sophomore. She already won the 1500, a very strong runner. And she is taking control right now here in our seated section of the 1,000-meter run. So Kaya West, our 1500 champion, taking control here in the seated section. Right around 35 seconds after 400 meters. And right there in second, Jessica Mastrandria. Right around 75 seconds after 400 meters for Kaya West of Westerly. And Jessica Mastrandria of the Proud School in second. Kaya West building on that lead that she started from the beginning. At the gun lap, about 2:35 for 800 meters. About an 8-second lead. Kaya West, our gun-to-wire victor here in the 1,000-meter run. .310.36 for Kaya. Kyle Keogh of Barrington, 3:18.37. And finishing third, Jessica Mastrandria, 3:22.56. So one more event left here in the Dwyer division, one more race left in the day here at the PCTA Fieldhouse. The 4x400 meter relay, the Prout School, South Kingstown, Barrington, and Westerly. Westerly and Barrington holding the number one seed, 432.20. Westerly at 435.16.
Get those last results up there. What? Get those last results up there.
So last year, Barrington was our state champion in this event, also finishing second at the New England Championship, where they ran 4 minutes .01. A slightly different squad from that team, but still our number one seed here today. The top time in the state, 426.82 by LaSalle Academy. Barrington at number 2, running 432.20 last week. And that is their seed time. Barrington in lane 5. So like I said, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. Ocean State Running's YouTube page. It does not cost anything. But once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to have live feeds on for the weight events also on our YouTube page. Right now, we are using the Bay State Running YouTube page for our live feeds, but once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to do our live feeds from the Ocean State site, the Ocean State YouTube page. And it's free. Again, just like this live feed you're watching right now. And that's South Kingstown in the lead here in the 4x400 relay. And this is our first leg. We are 2 laps into this race. And South Kingstown with Barrington right behind. Last week running 432.10, the Eagles. But it's South Kingstown right now here in the lead with Barrington. And Westerly in third. Westerly traditionally has a strong 4x400 team. So South Kingstown and Barrington now moving into second, with Barrington right behind in third. So after 2 legs, South Kingstown, Westerly, and Barrington. A strong leg by Westerly. It looks like they are gaining some ground on South Kingstown. So we have the makings of an exciting race here in our meet conclusion 4x400 relay. with all three teams, South Kingstown, Wesley, and Barrington, right next to each other with 2 laps or a lap and a half remaining. South Kingstown has held the lead pretty much from the start. So with 1 lap remaining, it is South Kingstown, a fast charging Barrington, and Wesley in third. Barrington gaining ground here on the backstretch. South Kingstown and Barrington. And South Kingstown picking it up. Barrington right behind. Barrington making a move, but South Kingston able to hold them off down the stretch. South Kingstown and Barrington in number 2. Wesley coming in number 3. So an exciting race to finish off this meet, the Dwyer Division meet, and the final event of the day. So again, this concludes our coverage here this weekend at the PCTA. We hope you enjoyed it. Again, a free live feed for the last 2 weeks, and we'll be back here again, doing it again next week on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So have a great week. We'll see you next weekend.